Thanks for joining us here on 13 News at noon. I'm Dustin Grove. A former Brownsburg daycare worker just appeared in court this morning facing child molestation and exploitation charges. Police arrested Gabriel Garner last month. He's a former employee at Main Street University for Kids. He's already pleaded not guilty to the first 43 charges, including possession of child pornography. And in court this morning, he pleaded not guilty to the remaining charges against him as well. Police also arrested the owner and director of the daycare. They're facing 7 charges each for obstruction of justice, failing to report, and neglect of a dependent. Right now, that daycare is closed. Attorneys say there are 8 victims so far in this case. Another story we're watching today. Later this afternoon, the driver accused in a crash that killed former HSE football player Mason Alexander will be in adult court. Trey Williams is being charged as an adult in the death of the HSE grad. He was 17 at the time of the crash, but Alexander's family's been pushing for justice now that Williams is 18. Prosecutors are expected to charge Williams with reckless homicide, reckless driving, and having a fake ID. Our 13 News team will be in the courtroom when the hearing gets underway at 3:30 this afternoon. We'll let you know what happens starting at 4. Turning now to our forecast, as it's kind of a hazy day out there. Sean, is this because of those wildfires from Canada?
Yeah, and I would argue that today, especially later today, is going to be the most dense smoke. Most of it's elevated, but we are starting to see air quality get in the moderate range here. So this is going to be part of our forecast story next couple of days, but it's hazy sunshine. And from a muggy standpoint, it's actually pretty comfortable here. This is a great day for outdoor plans, but we throw the caveat there. If you have a sensitive respiratory system, this smoke's probably going to impact you a little bit. 74 southwest wind at 5 to 10. Radar's quiet for us. 72 in Richmond, 74 now here in Indy, almost at 80 degrees in Lafayette. Notice the dew points, 30s and 40s. So the comfort level of the air is still very, very pleasant. That is something that will change over the next 24 to 48 hours. And so will this. This is the air quality index. So moderate, and I want to expand the map, and you can see up over the Quad Cities near Davenport as well, sensitive levels of AQI, and you can see this thin layer that's starting to creep toward us. So we're going to see the particulate matter in the atmosphere grow a bit, and you can see as we move through the smoke model here, this stuff's going to be lingering around into the middle of the week. Something else that's going to change too in the middle part of the week, the muggy meter. It's going to be climbing, and it will fuel some storms. More on that in your 7-day forecast.
All right, see you then, Sean. Thank you. 2 people are now serving their sentences in connection to a drug overdose at Westfield Middle School. This happened last September when 2 students were hospitalized after swallowing meth. Police traced the source to a home on North Union Street. That's where officers arrested Freddie and Brooke Garcia on a number of charges. They also removed 6 children from that home. Freddie Garcia was sentenced to 4 years in prison plus 2 years probation. Brooke was sentenced to more than a year in prison and 1 year probation. Both of those students, by the way, at Westfield Middle School have since recovered. Today, a special ceremony is honoring the lives of people who died, but no one ever claimed their remains. One of those people is named Dolores. Her remains were found in a plastic donation bag at a Volunteers of America thrift store. Lawrence Hendricks was working at the store at the time, held the remains there until the Marion County coroner found out and teamed up with the organization called He Knows Your Name to properly lay Dolores to rest. That ceremony for Dolores and other unclaimed people here in Indiana is happening today at the Floral Park Cemetery. We have a crew there, and we'll have much more on this story later today here on 13 News. Right now, family and close friends are gathering to celebrate the life of Jim Irsay. The team's owner passed away. The Colts owner passed away on May 21st at the age of 65. I want to give you a live look now at St. Luke's United Methodist Church. This is on the city's north side, where a private service will soon be held. The team says they will announce a public memorial in the near future. Colts players plan to wear a black patch on their jerseys this season in Irsay's honor. And last week, the Colts released his full obituary highlighting his many contributions, not just to the Colts organization, but also to the city of Indianapolis. Jim Irsay was known as one of the most generous men, one of the most well-known philanthropists in this city's history, as we take a live look there at St. Luke United Methodist Church preparing for the service, the private service for Colts owner Jim Irsay. You can read much more about his death and his life and the impact he left on the city of Indianapolis right now at WTHR.com.
It's been a great journey so far, and we had a lot more work to do, like looking at some of those games and just knowing how better we can get. That's the most exciting part.
All right, Pacers fans, the party isn't over yet. The NBA Finals are this week, and for the first time in 25 years, the Pacers are in it. It's going to be a huge couple of weeks for our city. After knocking out the Knicks in Game 6, the Pacers are now getting ready to take on the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's only the Pacers' second trip to the finals in franchise history, and as our Marina Silva tells us, the Circle City is back in the national spotlight.
How about the Pacers, baby?
This is what an Eastern Conference championship looks like in Indianapolis. Excitement, joy, one big party. And it's just the start of what's to come now that the Pacers are in the NBA Finals.
And I would say from probably around 5 p.m. upwards, like we were completely packed, like we were on a wait all night until after the game even went out. So I would say everyone flooded the city pretty early and stayed all night long.
Yes, sir!
Events like this are basically free marketing for the city. We've already seen tourism dollars add up from Final Fours to the NBA All-Star Game to the Super Bowl. And Indy's about to benefit big time again.
Anytime you have a sports team in the city make a run in the playoffs, these city benefits certainly, all the additional revenue you get, you get the immediate impact, especially in the hospitality and leisure.
While we don't know just how much money the sold-out Game 6 brought in, we know Indy will see the impacts.
It's like taking a boulder and throwing it into the middle of a very still pond. The ripple effects just go out and out and out. And honestly, you don't know exactly where they're going to end up, but certainly you're throwing that stone in the water and you're benefiting from all these ripple effects.
Now, the city will look to capture more cash from the NBA Finals, welcoming visitors and their wallets. For major events, the city of Indianapolis will shut down Georgia Street to use it as a fan zone. Right now, we don't know what they're going to do for the NBA Finals. But either way, businesses say they're excited for the continued money-making boost.
It's the difference of like a $20,000 day to a $70,000 day, You're dealing with 200 checks a day, 1,200 checks a day. So it's like at least 6 times the amount of flow that we're used to here.
So businesses are looking forward to what at least 2 home games of the finals will bring in. Reporting in Indianapolis, Marina Silva, 13 News.
All right, so let's get you set for the finals. Game 1 will be Thursday in Oklahoma City. Game 2 on Sunday will also be on the road before the teams head back here to Indy for games 3 and 4. So the first game at Gainbridge will be Wednesday, June 11th. A lot of people thinking about tickets, wondering how much they cost. What are the details? We don't know yet for sure. Ticket information is not yet available. We're also waiting for final details on watch parties here in Indy for games 1 and 2. As soon as we get all of that, of course, we will share it with you right here on Channel 13 and online at WTHR.com. And if you want to relive all the excitement from over the weekend, hear from the players after Game 6, after that big win, you can do that on WTHR Plus. You can watch it anytime on demand. Just download our app and watch for free. Meantime, the Indiana Fever have a new player. It's done under what's called an emergency hardship exception. The team has signed guard Ari McDonald, and the Fever says the WNBA allows these hardship exception that lets them sign a player effective immediately if that team drops below 10 game eligible players. And this new signing comes as the Fever waived 4 of its players last month, and as guard Caitlin Clark is out with a left quad strain. Sydney Colson and Sophie Cunningham also injured in Friday's loss to the Connecticut Sun. Happening this week, the USA Swimming Nationals right here in Indy. The Toyota National Championships start tomorrow, and they're going to go through Saturday, all at the IU Natatorium, and you'll be able to see hundreds of the country's best swimmers there, including Evansville native Lily King. The three-time Olympian announced yesterday she plans to retire after this season. So this meet will be her last here in Indiana. Tickets are still available. We've got that link online.